Hey guys, it's the Pickle that lists everything, otherwise known as Whistlin' Pickle. Today we are going to be building a rodeo grounds here on County Line. If you guys enjoyed this video, then make sure you give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe for more in the future. We've got a John Deere 7930 to work the ground with this Case Eco Tiller right here as well. But the first thing that we need to do is go and check out the area that we are going to build the rodeo ground. So let's hop up in our Ford and get on down the road. If you guys want me to use your intro idea in the next video, then make sure you comment an intro idea down below. Make sure it's something that's funny, something unique, something that will, I don't know, be worthy of getting the intro spot. Also, guys, don't forget that if we hit 150,000 subscribers before Farming Simulator 22 releases, I will give away 10 copies of FS22. All you have to do is subscribe. So let's get right on into it. The first thing I want to do is kind of figure out the orientation of where everything should go. I want to put the entrance kind of just right down here. I think the entrance right here would be good. And then it can come off this way. We have to decide if we want to build the rodeo ground more over there, in the middle, and then split up like what goes where. I'm feeling like I think we'll make contestant parking all the way down there in the back, and then we'll make parking and stuff kind of off over in this direction. So the rodeo ground will probably go right over in this area. So the first thing we're going to do is go and we're going to pick up our tractor and bring it up here to get to work on that. All right, and we are back where we're going to build the rodeo grounds. Now, I did just kind of cover this all in grass just to make it a little bit easier for me to kind of eyeball where we're going to be building this. Now, that's going to be where the entrance runs in. The street's going to go right on back that direction, and parking is going to be along kind of there maybe, or maybe we'll make that the concessions, and then all the parking will be in the back. Probably is what we're going to do. And we're going. So we're just going to mark out the arena here. We're going to try and size it appropriately. We want it to be a pretty good sized arena because that is going to let us maximize what we're able to do in the arena. So I think we got a good straight away going right here. As we progress, we will correct it. This is just a rough guideline so we can get the sizing figured out. And I think right about now is when we'll start to turn it back this direction. We're going to try and make this a nice, gentle turn here. And what I want to do is just kind of bring it off over this way. We'll call that straight right there. It's almost like a racetrack in some way, but we are going to make it wider than what a racetrack would be. So we'll run that about to right here-ish, and we'll go ahead and match our angle of turn on this side as well, at least to the best of our ability, freehanding this. And that's going to be right about there. Now we got to go back down, and we'll just try and connect these back up on the other side. All right, there we go. We have the outline of our arena made. Let's just check this on the PDA here. So we can see the rough size of the arena, and we can see it's not perfectly symmetrical. We can see that this side actually would need to come back like this a little bit more and then round. That is at a bit of an angle compared to this one. These are pretty darn parallel. Overall, it's just this one side to the south needs a slight adjustment, but we'll make that slight adjustment here eventually. But what we're going to do before we do that is just go ahead and rip up the rest of the interior here, and we will have the entire arena marked out. We can then come in and we can fence the area. All right, there we go. It's all done. Perfect. Now we can move on to the next step, which is going to be laying the fence around. And if you guys know where I can get some good bleachers or grandstands to put on the sides, that would be fantastic. Maybe even if just a modder took off of County Line, the football field that's just right on the other side of those silos, I think those would work perfectly if someone just made those placeable. I feel like those would probably work perfectly if somebody could just make them placeable. You could have a large one and then a smaller one. You see what I mean? Like you could make them options. You'd have to take that scoreboard off, though, if at all possible. All right, we're making pretty good progress so far. As you can see, we're getting the fence line in for the arena here. It's looking pretty straight so far. We're not going to try rounding these edges. What we're going to do is square off the arena. It's just going to be easier for us to do that. But we're making good progress. Got the long stretches on both sides pretty much done. Now we just need to meet them with these, and we should be all done with the fence line, and then we've got a lot more stuff to work on from there. But let's get this fence finished. All right, we got the whole fence line done, but we here's the thing. We've still got to put in the bucking chutes, right? And we have to put in the gate entrance in as well. So we're going to have to take parts of these out. I suppose next thing I want to do is measure out this fence line, figure out the center of it, and we are going to place a center gate, and then we'll put the chutes on either side. We'll probably do sets of 2 or maybe sets of 3. I do also have over here, this area did not quite line up. All the other sides lined up very, very well, but this is the only corner that did not. So what I did was just put in a little gate right here. So you got wires that we can roll back, and then we can reclip those wires. So just a little wire gate right there to have quick side entrance into the arena if needed. All right, guys, we're making a lot of progress here. We've got our center gate in right here for the barrel racings. We've got our side chutes for the bull ridings that we are getting set up. Now, we are running into some issues with collisions with some of these assets, and it's caused me to not be able to place what I want to place, where I want to place it. So you'll notice we have some mixing things. It's just how it happens that this thing's collisions doesn't collide with the collisions that were pre-existing here. So there's a few things that are just a little weird about it, but it's the only way that I could do it. I went ahead and actually am making this gate a way in and out of the arena, as well as the cattle will round this, and this is how they'll line to the loading chutes right around here. So I think that should work really well. Also, this leads back to the holding pin for the cattle, so they can be loaded in right here, and they can be let inside right over here should be the gate. And it is. Fantastic. I was a little worried there for a second. So what I think we'll do is have the road come off of here like this, and we'll keep a good distance from that fence line, so we can fit grandstands and stuff into there. So this will run all the way to the back here. And we will just make this a nice large parking area that kind of fronts the edge of our property. All right, there we go. We've got people that want to watch parking, and we have the rodeo goers parking, the people that are going to be participating in the event. Get to park back here. Now, this area, I'm going to just mark out with dirt for now. All right, there we go. We've got the layout. Now we just need to go in and do the detail work yet. All right, guys. We've got a lot more detail work to do yet, but I'm calling it good so far. So let's take a look at it. So right there that we just blew past because I wasn't paying attention, that is the, pay your way into the to the rodeo place. You go down this stretch. All along this right side will be concessions and stuff. All over here will be grandstands. I need to get grandstands yet. We've got an American flag down there. That off over there to the right, the gravel pad, is for people coming to watch the rodeo. People with trailers, the people that will be taking part in the rodeo, they head off the left over here. That is a service entrance over to unload and load the bulls for the rodeo. That is the show office where all the contestants can sign up. So the contestants come back here and park. Once again, got to do a lot of detail work to this yet. But this is the alleyway. So the alley leads up to the arena. And as we can see, we've got our load and chutes and everything. We've got our announcer stand right over there. And I realized why I was having issues placing things in certain areas. It's because I didn't have the place anywhere deal with global companies. So I was trying to build... I built this all without using that. So imagine, the game usually tells you like, oh, no, you can't build here or here or here. I was dealing with that the whole entire time. and I didn't realize I didn't have that on. But now I turned it on, and I was able to put the announcer stand here, and we can probably clean up a lot of these things that I was having issues with. But it's all coming along quite nicely. But that's the rodeo grounds so far, guys. We are going to make more progress on this eventually. But for now, that is more than enough. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more of this rodeo grounds, if you want to see us build the rodeo grounds, wow, these are automatic. I didn't know that. That's fancy. Huh. Then, you know, let me know in the comments down below that you want to see more. But until next time, y'all, I'll see y'all later.
Can you picture you and me in the darkness? Kissing, touching.